The Frosted Heights isn't greatly decorated. By the time I did the Frosted Heights, I was running out of furniture that could work outdoors. But it is nice. It's definitely not the least... It's definitely not the worst one. So the Frosted Heights is kind of our winter wonderland, our Christmassy zone. So we walk up the stairs. We have like the reef light with the big elegant clock tower, a Christmas tree. We have a little like Santa situation where we could have Santa Claus come and sit around. I can take off those lenses now as well. So let me change my glasses really quick. Obviously these big giant crystals are removable. So they, you know, they're hard to control. They spawn in where they want to. But it's a nice spot. Obviously it's a little empty over in that corner, so maybe I can put Vanellope's house there. Goofy stall. We have a cute little tub situation right here. Ice dunking and hot sauna sort of stuff is popular, I think, in the sort of regions that are snowy like this. Like people like to like sit in a sauna and then go like ice dunk and say it's good for their skin or something. I don't know. The igloo here, and the igloo has its own little garden here as well. The garden's not really decorated, but you know, it has a table. It fits the area. We have more. We have like a coffee stand here. It's like a mobile library, really. It's coffee and books. More of these iron Christmas reef lights. Another Christmas tree. We have a frozen fountain, which looks really nice, doesn't it? And that's something you would see if you came to the Santa area and you were coming over this bridge. You see this. The reefs and the fountain, the Ferris wheel. I don't like the idea of having the park rides in my valley, but since I have to have the carousel for Woody, it just made sense to spread out the park rides and not just have a park area, but to spread them out where they feel like they might fit. And so this blue Ferris wheel matches the blue of the Frosted Heights. So we have the ice couch as a bench instead of those wooden benches to blend it in. And it kind of matches there. We have a hot chocolate stand. We have a night thorn. The dream fruit tree, which has to be here. There's a couple different biomes that have it. Another little market stand, which just has a soda on it right now. I was looking for something to fill in the space and couldn't find anything. We have the snow parents looking at their snow son that built a snow castle with his plushy friends. I think that's really cute. And it was an idea I had in my head for a while, so I'm glad I was finally able to put it down. And it's just a cute little scene. And then another reef in this white, it's a small world pillar. Just right there is what you see when you're coming up on that side. So it's an idea. We could possibly put Vanellope Von Sweets' house there. Now, the biome that I'm most proud of, and we're going to go take a look at it, is the Sunlit Plateau. I think I had the strongest vision for the Sunlit Plateau based on the items that the game was giving me. I did have a pretty strong vision for what I wanted to see there. And it's nice. It's just, it was a nice idea. We have a night thorn as soon as we walk up. But look, I have the 2 lions guarding the entrance to the Sunlit Plateau. Just so you know that lions live here and it's dangerous to proceed. We're going to take a look on this side first. We have flowers. So for the Sunlit Plateau, I kind of wanted it to be water features. It's a desert paradise. It's an oasis, as they say a couple times in the game. And so plenty of water. It's a desert that's been turned into something more. I like the color orange for the Sunlit Plateau, especially since a lot of the bushes for the Sunlit Plateau area were orange. So we carry the color orange. So you walk up, you see the lions, you see the fountain right there first. You come this way, there's a water pool here, which is nice. Obviously these bones can be removed like this. So the bones come and go, they spawn in. We walk this way, there's another water feature. We have some beach chairs that I customized, both of these. So we have this green and brown one here with the duck, and then this tan and brown one with the savanna horizon on it. And they're kind of like places for people to sit and enjoy this water feature here. We have a nice picnic area right at the end of this. I think the Sunlit Plateau very much is like bright colors. The orange is warm, but it's just vibrant. It's vibrant colors as well. So that's how this picnic area with the, is it papel picados or something like that gets put over it. Vibrant flowers get added in. The Plateau's natural flowers are also beautiful, but I added in more. Another bench that I customized, white and yellow with these like embroidered sort of pastel-y colors on top to match, to go with the teacups, which are also the same color scheme. And it's the same color scheme as the balloons, so it's, you can tell that this is the teacups area, and it ties it in. Obviously, you come over here, that's the pool there. We have a wooden bench. The garden with the strands here. The market here. Goofy stall, rather. And then the river. The best part about this is this water feature here with the fountains that squirt up. And the two benches on either side are nice. We have the Mickey fountain, the fountain of friendship, I think it's called, something like that. We have tiki torches or beach torches along the paths, benches around the fountain, the pond here, the trees. I do want everyone to notice that I have kept like the fruit trees and bushes spread out in the areas they spawned in. I like that they're spread out. Whenever I'm mining and stuff, I can always just, if I run out of energy, just run to the nearest tree or fruit bush and get some extra energy really quick. We have Pride Rock, also once again guarded by these lion statues, so that you know the lions live here. So Pride Rock's there. The Dreamlight tree, Dream Fruit tree, that symbol guards a nice little hammock to relax. Get these night thorns away. So this is sort of Simba and Nala's area over here, next to the lake. And we come back over here where the pillar is. Once again, I've added in extra flowers, a bench, the lion partition, just so that you know, hey, lions live here. Right on the other side of this bridge even. And the fruit tree, and you just kind of, you know, you'd sit and just look at how nice the pillar looks. It's gorgeous. And that's kind of, this is what I wanted the Sunlit Plateau to be. It's water features everywhere. Water, 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 you know? And then the teacups. The teacups to just kind of have a fun place for those teacups to be. Hello, Ariel. And then finally, Scars. Scars, the elephant graveyard, I wanted to be fun. And so the elephant graveyard, you see these angry jack-o'-lanterns at the entrance. That way you know the angry lion lives there. And then because the elephant graveyard is like the part of the desert that isn't an oasis, it's just desert. Nothing grows there. Nothing lives there except Scar. we wanted to give the illusion that plants and animals live in this elephant graveyard. So we have the drawings of the animals, the drawings of the plants, the Yule goats, this little watering hole situation put in, so that we have the feeling that Scar is not all on his own. So we have the squirrel with the painted rocks. We have a lounging area for Scar around this campfire where Scar can bring his friends. The bear chair, which is my favorite chair, I think, in the game. And then we gave Scar this fire raven as a companion because, Mufasa had a bird, and so Scar has a bird too. And we gave him the fire raven, that way we could be 100% sure that he wouldn't eat it. So this is Scar's area. We kind of warmed the place so that he would, he doesn't feel quite so alone. There's plenty of animals around, plenty of foliage around, a watering hole, the pumpkins to fit like the orangey theme of the Sunlit Plateau. You could see everything here. We gave him this fish tank. There's no fish in it. We don't want to give him anything he might try to eat. So it's an empty fish tank, but it's nice. It brings a little bit of color, and it's a nice place for Scar to just not feel so alone, not feel like he's trapped in a desert. He has his own oasis as part of his kingdom. That being said, let's run up to the Forgotten Lands. Forgotten Lands, boom. What do you think? We have these enchanted benches. They're the white benches that we can sit on and enjoy our time. We added in some flowers once again. This is sort of the fairy godmother's area, so we have her little pumpkin patch there. We gave her a pool. You can see that I put some walkway around it. So the pool. We have the Madrigal table right here in this place where the Madrigal Friendship Club can gather in this area. We put these giant blocks here just for whimsy because the fairy godmother is a very whimsical person. So it's a nice little area for her. And then her walkway to her house, which has the flowers, the blue lanterns once again. Then her house, we have this friendship statue ready. I think it looks nice in the Forgotten Lands, I think, just because it's that gold color. It's a lighting thing that matches this sort of foggy area. The dream fruit tree. We have a pumpkin patch for the fairy godmother as well. Simba's up here checking on the Dreamlight tree with the magic broom and the scarecrow that she can bring to life and carry out whatever she needs to have done. Friendship statue, as I've said. The wishing well is just past that. We have this city model for the toys to play on. Much like the one that we have in front of Merlin's house, we have something nearby the fairy godmother's house where like Stitch or Buzz and Woody can come and play. The wishing well, Goofy's stall is right there. We have this Donald's fire fountain over here near the wishing well. Just come here. More enchanted benches. Another little like camp place. This one has, once again, customized picnic tables so that we have like this blue and white sort of night sky feeling. Customized beach chairs, or just like, camping chairs. Blue and white with, once again, stars, so that there's this area that allows for people to sit and gather. It's just things you see. The treehouse can't be moved, so it's where it always is. If you come back over here to the friendship statue, you walk this way, and we have the Dumbo's flight, which is the darker colors that match with the Forgotten Lands really well. So we have Dumbo's flight. come this way. Once again, enchanted benches where, like, if there were kids in a family, the parents can sit and watch their kids enjoy the ride. And this thing that's always here. Nothing really new. The pillar might have been moved a little bit. I thought I was gonna put it somewhere else, and that didn't work out, because you can't put walkway under the pillar, which had been my goal, was to have it on, like, bordered walkway, kind of like the wishing well is, or the fountain is. They're all on the bordered walkway. But you can't put walkway under the pillars, so that didn't happen. So I just put it approximately back in the area it was. I think it used to be, like, right up against the shore, and I didn't really like that, so I pushed it back a little bit. There's, like, this beach picnic area back here with the volcanic stoves to match kind of how the fires used to look in the Forgotten Lands. So a nice little place, once again, for people to just gather and have fun. So just a place. Just places for people to be. And so it's looking pretty good. I don't know if it's complete. I feel like there's probably more things we can put in, more things we can do. But once again, running low on furniture and things I can build. I did, in the order of things, I think I did Plaza Meadow, Dazzle Beach. Then I did, the Sunlit Plateau was next. So that's, the Sunlit Plateau is filled to the brim with stuff that I thought matched it very nicely. And so it probably is the most packed of our biomes. That doesn't mean it's bad, it's just, it's very full, whereas a lot of the other biomes might not be. The Forgotten Lands is more spread out, but it is a place where people, there are spots for people to gather, which was important to me. And then after I did Sunlit Plateau, I might have done Forgotten Lands next, because I had a couple of ideas, although I wasn't sure. The Forest of Valor, because I knew that the Forest of Valor wasn't going to be much. I just wanted it to be like a normal forest where people might go on hikes to have picnics and things like that. So we did that. And then the little picnic area I did with the picnic tables with the sun and clouds was sort of like a last minute idea that I had. And so I threw that in. Which means, and then I did Frosted Heights because I kind of had the idea. I knew I wanted the Ferris wheel to go up there. I knew I wanted to have the Christmas elements to it. And then the Glade of Trust was last because it's where I had the least amount of ideas. I knew that I wanted for the Glade of Trust for things to be metal. So these wrought iron metallic objects, because that's kind of what you would see in a swamp, because the metal won't go bad as quickly as something wood might go. So I put the like keepsake cart here because it's just this metal cart. We have the garbage cans. The paths don't last long, so I only did a path to... I did add in flowers just to brighten the place up. Metal benches, the green metal benches go around here. The wishing well, another metal bench over there. And then the path only goes to the bridges. They don't go anywhere else. There's no path on this side. This is sort of a walk at your own risk sort of area. More metal benches. There's one over there. So the metal benches are spread out for people to go and sit. But there's not much on this side. I do want to add a couple more things, but I don't have anything that I think fits the area. The Dreamlight tree. The Glade of Trust kind of feels like what would be a protected state park in like Florida or Louisiana, where there's a lot of swamp and, you know, there's benches and garbage cans, but there's not much else. It's mostly just a place for you to walk around. One thing for sure that I do know I want to add, if anything good ever comes in, I have this little, I put a marked path up to Mother Gothel's Willow. I want something here, whether it's a fountain or something for Mother Gothel, but I haven't seen anything that I think 100% fits. So something here would be nice. I did try to move the garden over here, that garden, but I just didn't think it worked. So it was an experiment. I did give her this little scooter just because I thought it was funny. It's an all-terrain scooter, so that was a funny little addition to try. Goofy stall. Then we walk this way. The garden's in the same place it always was. Benches, flowers added in, flowers, a little bit of balloons to brighten up the place. The pillar, I like to put the seating areas by the pillars in case anyone didn't notice. And then the same wrought iron garden. I just shortened it. Besides the garden, that's like me, Mickey, and Minnie's garden in the plaza, all the gardens are now just the 25 spots instead of 50 spots. But it's the same garden with the wrought iron arch and everything, and then another tree behind it just to fill that space, really. And that's pretty much it. That's a tour of the whole place. I really like it. I think the Glade of Trust could have a couple of things added to it, but there's just not much in my furniture that I think would fit. I want it to be metal. Is pretty much the only real plan I have. Like this on the dot clock is not gonna fit. I'm not gonna put the pinata out. I'm not gonna do any of these celestial stuffs. Like, there's not much that I think goes in this area of what I currently have. Like I said, I only have like 600 pieces of furniture out of 1,500. So there's plenty of opportunity that one day I will find something that goes here. I just don't currently have anything that goes here. And so I eagerly await that day. But it's nice. We still have the trees. We have bushes. It's a nice area, and it's a work in progress. But for right now, like I said, it feels like just a protected state park that people could walk around in, and I don't hate that. That being said, Vanellope von Schweetz was the reason we were here today. I'm just checking to see if the same people are asleep, and they are. So let's take a look at Vanellope's house. I actually don't get to see... Okay, so her house is a big old candy thing. And it's huge. I think maybe we're going to put it in the Frosted Heights. I think maybe we're going to put it in the Frosted Heights. I'm trying to envision it. I'm trying to envision it. Because, like I said, I worked so hard. And I don't want to rip everything apart, but I might have to. Where's the last... I think this is the last rock spot. So let's see what we can do to kind of... This is also part of the reason why we're not going to have any more Dreamlight Valley streams, because I worked so hard to decorate this place. I don't want to spend the rest of my time tearing my body apart. My body? I don't know if that's a Freudian slip. Or what, but I don't want to spend the rest of time tearing the place apart after I built it up. I built it up to something nice, and we don't want to ruin it. We've worked really hard, or I've worked really hard, really, to make it feel like a lived-in society. And that was really hard, because you don't get furniture quickly. It takes a really long time to get furniture. And so to put things in place and then have to take them back up is a little heartbreaking. Do I have to move this mom and dad? Wait, do I? Yeah, the dad got removed. Feels bad. What if since that one fit, if we move that over, let's see what this looks like. It's only $4,000. So relatively cheap. Welcome, Vanellope. Alright. Oh, once again, I don't I'm already scrouched. She's doing a lot. Excellent. Okay, let's... Hody doody doo. Thank you, Kizzy. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. My glitch is back under control and I'm ready to explore. See you around, chum. Alright. Well, my concern now is that I want to fix this little area. That's not terrible, right? Oops. Well, now I'm here. Now we're inside the house. Oh, interesting. Lounge, it says. Oh, I guess it's for the stool, not for the... I do like that painting. It's a nice painting. Nice. So it's hidden. I don't think there's any other place I really wanted to put that house, so I think it'll be okay. What a day. I guess we can take a look at what she wants as a present. Green salad, lioness feast, and orange nasturtium. Okay. Hello, Vanellope. I have something to give you. Picture this. Sweet mother of monkey milk. That is amazing. I don't like that. I don't like the saying sweet mother of monkey milk. It gave me some candy socks. We'll make her a... Once again, it doesn't matter. It never matters. I guess we'll make her a gardener. Hey, Kizzy. I've been thinking. Your valley is totally great, but it might be missing something. Got a sec? Sure. Okay, so I can't believe you have all this space and all this neat stuff, but you don't have a candy biome. That sounds sticky. Yeah, sticky and awesome. If I'm gonna stay, we'll have to make some candy-related changes around here. I may no longer be a sugar rush racer, but my love for candy never dies. First things first, light landscaping. Take these candy cane seeds. This looks like normal candy. They are candy, kind of. Special treat sprouting candy, you'll see. Plant them, sprout them, and then bring them to me when you're done. In the meantime, I'll try to find some more stuff around here that we can use to decorate. I don't know if I like that idea. Plant candy anywhere in the valley. Well, if we're gonna plant candy, we already have... It's candy cane, supposedly. If we're gonna plant candy cane, it's gonna be up here. So, let's... How about... Let's just take these trees away. How about... Instead of whatever the heck else is going on... I'm thinking really hard because I worked really hard on this. And I don't want to mess anything up too much. Especially in like areas where I need to walk. Like all of these rock spots that need to mine. I don't want the rock spots to... I need to be able to walk around all of this. Is what I'm trying to say. So let's see if we can make her like a mini biome of seeds. Hopefully, maybe. I'm sure I'll be able to move it all. Oops. Water the candy cane sprouts and harvest them. Oh. Nice. We almost finished that. These candy cane sprouts look great. Okay, stand back. I learned this trick back in Sugar Rush. Ta-da! Now you can decorate around my house with these candy cane trees. I also found you some more stuff to make the things extra sweet. Take these giant lollipops and this sugar pavement too. We can put up at least half the decorations around my house. Oh, and make a racetrack. She's truly asking a lot of me. This is my valley, not yours. Alright, let's take a look at whatever she wants. Oh, there's so much. Oh, no. There's so much and they're so big. I don't mind having like a mini candy biome for her. But these tree sizes are ridiculous. This is just gonna be the candy side of the place, I guess. I don't know what I'm gonna do about the racetrack though. That seems like a pretty big ask. Oh, this is my own nightmare. Holy moly. Elsa wouldn't want this. Oh, where'd all my trees go? Oh, it's because I used all of them. Is it under trees? Nope. Is it under foliage? You know, it's a winter wonderland and candy cane's part of winter wonderland, right? This is so much. It's so much is what it is. Oh god, I'm stuck. I'm stuck. Okay. Oh my goodness. Okay. I'm willing to part ways with this. I didn't really like it anyway. And spread this out a little more. Okay, great. So, about these paved roads. I want you to remember my frozen biome as it was, and not as what it's becoming. I hate it, but it is what it is. Great work with those decorations. You really put some life into old Sleeplight Valley. I'm kidding. Everything looks great. There's just one thing missing. Cars for the racetrack? Exactly. Especially one car. I want to build a replica of my Sugar Rush cart. My buddy Ralph and I made my first one together, so I thought we could build one too. Think of it as a friendship bonding. But since we don't have a cart bakery, it's going to take a while, so we should start baking pieces pronto. Take this special Sugar Rush syrup. It's time to play Bake-A-Cart. You'll need to find the other ingredients and go to a cooking station. I looked it up. It'll take wheat, sugarcane, milks, eggs, butter. And while you do that, I'm going to spelunk in the mystical cave and see if there's anything cool down there. Bring me the cart pieces when you're done cooking, okay? Okay. I don't want to think about it anymore. Just ignore it. I'm gonna have to go to Rumi's restaurant. I've already forgotten. 3 more eggs, 2 butter. Oops. Sugar Rush cart tail. Sugar cart trail. I don't mean to keep backing out completely, and yet I've done it several times. There you go. Gotta hand it to you. You bake a mean cart body, my friend. Now we just need the nuts and bolts. What's on the list? So glad you asked. Since this isn't a world powered by candy, I'm pretty sure we're gonna need actual electronics for its guts and something to power it up. I bet Wally has a power source and electronic junk we can use. Just swing by his place and grab it. And don't worry, he lets me borrow stuff all the time. We'll also need to act like glue. We also need something to act like glue to hold it together. Maybe ask a villager who knows a lot about pastries. Then, when you've got a power source, electronic parts, and something to glue the cart parts together, bring it all to me. In the meantime, I'm going to see if Ursula left anything mysterious in that cave she was trapped in. Bye! I'm going to wreck it. Vanellope sure knows a lot about the valley history for someone who just showed up. Okay, Wally. What does it actually say? Gather spare parts from Wally's house. So I don't actually have to talk to Wally. I just have to go to his house. Always read the instructions before you think you know the answer. Is one thing I've learned from playing Dreamlight Valley and nothing else. No other possible place could have tried to teach me that. Not a single place comes to mind. Hey Wally, I'm just gonna steal a couple of things from your house. Don't worry. I hear you let people borrow things all the time. Why would I possibly need to talk to you about it? Alright, let's talk to Remy. About pastries. Remy, I'm helping Vanellope bake a replica of her racing cart, and I need your help. For Vanellope, you got it. That kid has the sweetest sweet tooth I've ever seen. Seriously, it's impressive. What is she like? If it's got sugar, she loves it. Eclairs, crepes, Madeleines and macarons. You said you were helping her bake a cart? You mean out of dough? Yes. I need something we can use to stick the pastry parts together. Actually, I've got just the thing. I was constructing a croquembouche and I tried a new frosting recipe, but my brother Emile ate some and it glued his mouth shut. Sounds perfect for making a pastry tower. Oh, well, it said, yeah, I bet something, 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 but it's too late now. It's gone forever. Here, this should work for Vanellope's cart. Remember, don't let her eat it. Super glue? Okay. Oh. And that's the red potato. A red potato. And then for the red potato, that red potato looks terrible. Red potato, chili pepper. Oops. I need slush ice. Red potato, chili pepper, raspberry, gooseberry, raspberry, and slush ice. And a lobster. Icy red stew. Yuck. Alright, let's go to Vanellope. Who I assume will be coming down the mountain. Give. Woohoo! These parts are just what we need. Now it's time for me to do my part. It'll take me a while to build it, but when the cart's ready, it's all yours, pal. In the meantime, enjoy your new candy biome. Ah, the valley really feels like home now. Thanks, Kizzy. I have something to give you. The Lioness's Feast. And the orange flowers. Excellent. And so then we're going to take the red ice cream yuck gross thing into Remy's realm. And we're going to place it in the serving window. And now we have the Raging Red Potion. And we'll go ahead and we'll throw that into Mickey's chest again.